Are you ready?
Yep.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Entrepreneur Experience. So we wanted to start off with saying we don't have a guest. We've reached out to many people. Many people have reached out to us. When it comes to like planning, going back and forth, and then you have many people saying yes, they can come, and then they can't. Like the day before, they let us know they can't. It kind of screws everything up. We want to record this on Sundays. It's really our day off to do this after church. So as of right now, if you can come on a Sunday, you're a business owner, message us. We'll give you the thumbs up, and we'll just not count on you showing up. But if you do, great. I think it'll be great. Hope I'm not being too harsh, but kind of, it's a little too much. But anyway, so we're gonna pull I was gonna call it a solo podcast, but basically got half brain here, half brain here. We're gonna put them together, have a solo podcast, and we're gonna talk about things we want to talk about. And the first thing I want to start off with for Sturgis, Michigan. I'm the admin again on that community Sturgis page, and some things were said on it today that I'm gonna pull up. And I don't want to say names, but I'll rhyme names. Shell Curry. No, it was a joke about the finding 40 pounds of whatever drugs, what you would do with it. Obviously, it was a joke by Happy Radish. 4 digits after, I don't remember. Calm down, right? You're good. Number 2, Shay Durkins. You guys know who you are. And most of you who are on that page know who I'm talking about. It's all good. Don't have to throw a hissy fit. All jokes. You don't have to take it so serious. I explained myself. All good. With that being said, we're just going to jump in and talk about, it could be current events, anything really. I mean, Gabriel here is, he knows a lot about politics. Am I right about that?
I mean, I would say moderately.
Enough to scream at me yesterday when I came over at.
Yeah, no. I have some heated subjects of discussion. Can't say it would give me a great look to talk about it, but
I think it's gonna give us a fantastic look. We're gonna talk about what we want to talk about, and we feel most of you will agree. But it kind of came up between me and Gabriel because I had Representative Steve Cara. He stopped by yesterday, put a sign in my yard, and we talked. And I kind of told Representative Cara about how my brother seems to think that everything needs to be done now. Get it done with. We said you're going to do this, get it done now. I think in a lot of ways, just like seeing things written on paper, it looks way easier than reality.
Well, I guess what I would have to say about that is I don't have expectations of 100%, but let's start chipping away.
I feel like it's being chipped away.
I genuinely don't. And I always bring up, when you campaign on certain political viewpoints, certain things that you say you're going to get done. You expect that. I took my time to go down and vote. I take my time to keep up on current events. I want the things that I went and voted on to be accomplished.
All of them.
Well, yes. Okay. Michael here, he says they say they when they're campaigning, they say these things for the dumb people. They say them so that way they get the votes, and it's like, okay, well then why would I vote? Why would I vote?
Are you thinking they're talking about you, or I'm talking about you?
I'm thinking that I'm voting. I'm voting on these talking points. I'm voting on deportations. I'm voting on a closed border. I'm voting on no new wars. I'm voting on
Can we stop at the no new wars? Can we stop right there? I know we want to live in a world that is just peaceful, kumbaya.
No, I just want to live in a country that's peaceful.
But
I don't care what goes on in the Middle East.
The rest of the world. is just we're not involved at all. I mean, what are we supposed to do? We let's say we sit back, right? We don't do anything.
If a threat
And by the way,
arises,
huh?
if a threat arises,
And do you think there was a threat by
No.
Iran?
I don't.
Okay, so when they would call us like big devil, little devil, when they
Okay.
would say stuff like that, when they would literally chant death to him, you don't take that as threats.
Personally, no. I think it's hurt feelings. I think it comes from decades of okay, imagine if we had them invading Canada.
Well,
The
we'd
Middle
be
East-
fine with that.
Okay, they are invading Canada.
Perfect.
But imagine that they were, militarily setting up bases in Canada and, using that as a way to, like, kind of threaten us. We'd
Here we
probably
go.
be like, death to Iran.
Here we go.
Death to
You want to know
Iran.
why I don't care that we do it, but that they don't do it?
Why?
It's because I want us to be
Oh, I
the
completely
bigger,
agree.
stronger.
But it does
better
nothing
country.
for us, actually.
I think it has, but I don't think you can like see it.
No,
I think you're just expecting like perfect results with everything, and when those perfect results don't happen, you will then say, "Well, see, that's why we should have done." It's
Hey.
so easy to say what we shouldn't be doing,
hey,
but nobody has come up with anything that we should be doing. Like okay, we sit back and do nothing. Then what? Do you
how
really
about-
think it's peaceful?
how about if we go to Iran?
I'm not saying we should.
How about we just decisively win instead of all this? Like, look at, are we winning? Did we win?
What would a win look like?
A win looks like Iran doesn't come out with every demand that they want.
See, that's just MSNBC.
No, I
telling you.
literally don't watch MSNBC, dude. They're controlling the strait. We're gonna release how many billions in
frozen assets.
frozen assets. We're going to give them how many hundreds of billions of dollars in direct aid, and they're going to start charging a toll on the Strait of Hormuz.
Okay, but what if the goal was at the beginning, and I'm not for it. I'm not. What if the goal in the beginning was just to kill, I don't know if I can even say that word. I probably should rewind that. I'll bleep that out. Was to end everyone that was in that administration,
They didn't.
dictator. For the most part, they did.
Dude, they're still the
And we're-
exact same. Nothing
They
changed.
might have the same feelings, but they also know what could possibly come.
Here's how I see it. We took out their leaders, the ones who were actually probably a little bit more peaceful, probably more willing to negotiate with us. All we did was bring out their 10th in line, and now they're ticked off. Now they're mad. Now they're not going to give us any concessions.
I blanked out when you said the previous people were willing to negotiate.
No, I think that there would have been a higher willingness.
Higher willingness.
Mhm.
You don't think it was attempted?
Okay. What? Hey, midnight. Let's go and drop bombs on this country, blow up all their nuclear facilities. Quotes between or around all, and let's claim a decisive victory. Come on.
That's always happened. And see, this is the other thing too. We all act like everything is right now. We always forget history. It's always been done like that. Every battle that was won, you'd always have people on horses charging back home saying, "We won. We're in control." It's to up the morale, right? Let's not act like that's not happening. Of course, it's happening, but you also have to recognize it's happening. So of course, we're gonna say we're winning or we won. We did this. We did that. What are they supposed to say? Tell me.
How about provide some actual proof that they're building nuclear weapons rather than just a political leader of another Middle Eastern
That rhymes with
country?
What? What does it rhyme with?
It's a tough last name, but we all know DD Benton Jabu. No, dude.
Oh, yeah, I hear the drones now.
No, Iran has been seconds away from having nuclear missile capabilities for the last how many decades, dude?
Why is it though? All of a sudden, people on my side of the aisle or left of me,
Oh, dude, I'm so far right of you, it's crazy.
but people on my side of the aisle, they're all of a sudden apologetic to a certain group of people at a snap of a finger. These people who also hate us. No, we're not doing the freedom crap and all that.
Okay,
I mean, you guys are too smart. We're too smart. I heard that in like 7th grade, and I was like, okay, they don't hate us for freedom. They hate us because of past stuff that happened. Also, before we were a country, Christians would fight Islam all the time. There was battles, wars, many deaths, and we're gonna act like no, it's because of us. What we've done in the last 70 years.
But
are we forgetting the last few thousand years?
Here's the thing.
Are we forgetting? I can't say the name of the. I'm so bad with this. Constantinople. I said
Constantinople.
There you go. I always want to say Constantine. Are we forgetting that? Are we just forgetting that the Pope and certain people just kind of left us to hang out and dry? Right? Can we not act like it's only happening now because of decisions we made to become the number one superpower in the world? And just realize they just hate us because of many different reasons. One being we're Christians. We're a Christian nation. I know people we're not Christian. Whatever.
There
doesn't matter.
Country
we are
in
Christian
the Middle
nation.
East that appreciates our Christendom.
Who?
There isn't a country in the Middle East.
I understand.
They all okay. That's not to say that there isn't Christian churches in the Middle East that are getting bombed.
They're still standing, yeah. Oh, we're gonna act like they're just now getting bombed by, let's say, a country that rhymes with Israel, and forgetting the fact that they've been burned down for centuries.
Okay, yeah, but here's
for centuries, but we're gonna care now.
Oh,
right? What made you guys all of a sudden care?
Listen, it's our money is funding that.
Is that the final thing? Is it's our money? Is that really the final thing?
Okay, that's not the final thing, but it's a huge issue. We're funding that, and so guilty by association, we might as well be doing it.
No, that's some weak stuff. I can't accept that. That's so weak. Like somebody doing something bad in your family and you're guilty by association.
Okay, if you have a drug addict in your family and you're giving him hundreds of dollars a week, guilty by association.
You're enabling.
Yeah,
a little bit. But you don't get to draw the parallels here because that's how you look at it. Parallel. I just don't agree.
You don't agree that Christian churches shouldn't be.
Oh, hey, turn yourself in for all the death that's happened in Palestine.
Personally,
hey, you're evil. You voted for it.
I mean, Michael, you're allowed to not agree with it.
Yes, but I also have to argue it. Oh, you're talking about you agreeing with what's happening.
I don't agree.
Okay, and that's fine. I'm allowed to tell you or ask why all of a sudden.
Why all of a sudden? What do you mean all of a sudden?
It's been happening.
Okay, Michael. It's been happening in the shadows, in the deep dark corners for decades. Now it's being brought to light.
Okay.
So when you discover a problem on your vehicle, you need to get it taken care of. Maybe for the last year and a half of driving, the problem has slowly worked itself up and you just didn't notice. But when you do notice, you got to take action. Otherwise, that problem's going to lead to more expensive fixes.
I don't accept.
Of course you don't.
I see how you're decent at drawing these parallels and whatever you call it. But I just don't see it that way. With that being said, yeah, we shouldn't be over there. I just don't know the righteous anger all of a sudden.
It's the
Israel.
Okay, listen. It's because we're on the side that says no wealth. We shouldn't be funding welfare queens. That's the side we're on. But at the same time, let's send an absolute metric ton of welfare to one tiny little country in the Middle East so that way they can drop bombs on schools and churches.
But see, the thing is, though, it's not just that country. Let's say that's
I'm a nationalist.
I know. Okay.
Stop funding.
All of it. Why aren't you mad about the other countries? What made you just specifically...
What other countries are, like, bombing and terrorizing Christians around the world?
Have we ever given money to Nigeria?
We give money to pretty much every country in the world.
And Christians right now are being slaughtered in Nigeria.
I mean, listen, I'm not saying it's not a problem. but you
But you
can't.
ain't as loud. And that's what I'm confused about. I'm not saying you're being a hypocrite. I'm just saying that's what I'm confused about.
Well, and here's another thing: is how much power does Nigeria, whatever Niger, have in the U.S.? Do they own media in the U.S.? Are they in politics in the media or in the
Do they have like an APAC? Is what you're asking?
do they have an unregistered foreign lobby in the U.S.?
No, because we don't allow them. I see where you're going. I know.
It's a problem because, okay, here's the thing: from the standpoint of the Druish, if I was one, I would be like, oh yeah, well, obviously we should be doing this, obviously, but I'm not, and we need to be trying to take steps towards putting an end to it.
How would you put an end to it? Now this is where you need to be careful.
No dual citizenship.
Okay, no dual citizenship. Agree.
No, if you are a dual citizen, you definitely can't be a politician.
And as much as I liked Ted Cruz and still somewhat agree with him on most stuff, go to Canada. You're out.
Okay, he would probably rather go to Israel.
Well, maybe at this point, true. But the dual citizenship issue is Canadian American with Ted.
Yeah, none of that. You can't. We have rules where you have to be born in the States in order to be the president. It should be the same for all politicians. Okay, listen.
When they made that rule, though, a lot of people weren't born here. A lot of people were immigrants, were brought over when they were babies. And what are you going to do? Not be able to allow them?
Let's change it now.
Change it now.
Look,
we need a convention of states. We need
the left. When the left is in power, dude, they show their power.
Yeah,
that's a fact. We aren't really sure what we control the House, the Senate. We got our president in. Why is listen, not nothing, but why is very little getting done? And why are we choosing, listen, with the whole immigration thing, it started to become unpopular. You know, a couple of protesters lost their lives protesting.
Uh-huh.
That made it unpopular.
It's a price we're willing to pay.
It's a price I'm willing to pay. It's not a price that Trump's willing to pay, though. It got unpopular, and he's one of those who he likes the good media. He likes to be portrayed in a good light. Everybody does, but he in particular loves it. He doesn't like bad coverage on him. He's I'm not going to take too long trying to think of the specific words I'm looking for here, but he wasn't willing to lose popularity over that. However, he'll go over to Iran and he'll lose popularity over that for what? Money.
So
there is no money.
Do you know
in deportation?
Do you know the Gadfather? Gad Sad? Gad Sad has a saying that's called suicidal empathy. And I think when you brought up why do we have the House, Senate, and the presidency, but we can't seem to ram these things in that we originally voted for. And I think because most people have this tendency to have suicidal empathy. And so when you have a lefty, whatever, Democrat, whatever you guys, I don't care. I don't like playing those games. You guys are guaranteed on one side. One side. You guys choose that side. You're strong in it. You think you're fighting you think you're punk rock or whatever. But then when you have the other side, the side that we find ourselves on, and the problem is that suicidal empathy, because it's in most people, when they find themselves as a senator, congressman, local, state, whatever it is, they tend to, I don't want to quote
have morals
too much, but no, they tend to, no, you'll see where I'm going. They tend to want to keep the peace rather than make peace. They're willing to go along to get along because they're most likely just kind of down to earth. You know how old school Republicans are, right?
Yeah, most of them are neocons.
We're generalizing, right? But I'm talking about
you're talking about the ones who aren't neocons.
No, I'm just talking about just generalizing. Obviously not.
Name a name.
I would actually say our grandpa. Our grandpa would say he would vote Republican, but then he would say what was that guy's name? I think he just passed away. He'd vote for some local congressman or representative who was a Democrat, I can't remember. He said, well, we got to do that to keep the power not all in one hand. And the reason is why? Why? Because once that side takes all the power, we see what happens.
Okay, but that wasn't the case this time around. We had all the power.
But that's what I'm saying is then there's people on our side who have that suicidal empathy and not just willing with immigration. I'm talking about everything where they want to just keep the peace. They don't want to ruffle feathers.
Okay,
They go along to get along with. I'm just talking about congressmen, senators. There's people on our side that don't fight. There's Ted Cruz is one. Sure. As much as people like him, he's one. Let's go.
Because who comes to mind for me is Thomas Massey.
Jesus, dude, you're not understanding me. Thomas Massey doesn't go along to get along too much. Yes, again, when we have the power on our side, we don't get stuff done because many people like a Ted Cruz, a Murkowski, that woman from Alaska or Maine or whatever her name is. They tend to always just go along with Democrats to keep the peace. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay, sure, we could use 50 Thomas Masseys in Senate, right? It's not going to happen. We have a lot of weak people in Senate, in Congress, state, local. I like Steve Cara. He's our local representative. But we have a lot of people like that in our federal government. When the left takes over, they don't have that thing where they have to team up with us to just go along to get along. They set stuff on fire. You see what I'm saying? That took way too long for me to explain and you still not to get.
No, Michael, it's just I
suicidal empathy. You're willing to kill yourself, your country, because you have so much empathy.
Where does Ted Cruz do that?
He doesn't. He aligns with the left a lot. He doesn't fight back as much. He literally is quiet on the biggest issues. He is pro-Iran more.
And it's, I mean, who funds him?
Okay, but do you see what I was saying up to that point?
It all circles around, Michael.
Do you see what I was saying up to that point, though?
I get it, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I just don't understand I don't understand.
You're asking why when we have all the power, nothing gets done. The reason is because too many people who are on our side with the power don't push things through because they're not fighters. That's why. Why, when the other side has power, does everything that they like get done?
It's because we elect frauds, dude.
No, it's not frauds. The suicidal empathy runs through most people. Most people. When you're the left and you think you're fighting the good fight, you're fighting the man, right? You know, whatever that means. And when you get into power, you're going to continue doing that. But on our side, you know, when they get in, they just kind of give up. They don't really do too much.
Okay, I don't see it as I see what you're saying, Michael. I don't see it as suicidal empathy. I see it as they run on one thing to get the platform, and then they just change it up because that's their true intentions. It's not a suicidal empathy. I don't think that. Maybe it is in some instances.
You don't think Ted, I know I'm railing on him. Who cares? You don't think he came in with actual opinions of things he was saying? Like he actually believed it. And then he comes in and after 12 years, right, as a senator in Texas, he all of a sudden just becoming softer, doesn't want to fight too much, going along to get along.
I think it's all about the money, Michael. Like genuinely, I think Trump ran on his first two times he ran for president. It was like follow the money, drain the swamp, all this stuff, deep state. And it's like, what's the deep state? Where's the money coming from? Who's in the swamp?
All right. Can you name one thing you like that Trump has done? Two things?
I really liked Trump in his first term. I think a big part of it is I liked how he talked. I liked how he wasn't this politically correct, and he still isn't necessarily politically correct, but he has over the years, he's evolved into a politician.
Okay.
When he initially ran, he was this billionaire. He wasn't a politician. He was going to drain the swamp. He was going to follow the money. He was going to get things done. Now he's making money. He's part of the swamp now.
Yeah. All right. What do you mean he's making money? What's his net worth at?
I mean, I think it's something like 6 or 7 billion.
Do you think they all just kind of got together and laughed about it after he won? Forget the part where they threw him in jail.
I'm not saying he's friends with the left, but
okay.
You know, he also still didn't go to jail.
he had to go in for a little bit.
He also, like, nothing actually happened there.
I don't know. I do you know that John Bolton he just pled guilty to something that could potentially put him in prison for 5 years, the biggest neocon of all time. No. I feel like those little things you miss because you're looking at this big picture and you don't see these little things happening. I feel like it's a. So, what did you say? The one thing you like about Trump? What was it?
I liked how we talked.
You like how we talked. But I'm saying now. What do you like about Trump now?
He's got aura. Listen, I still like the way he talks, dude. He's like, that hasn't changed. I like the way he talks, but I don't think that I don't like that he's willing to die on a hill in Iran, but he's not willing to die on a hill.
What if he isn't just dying on the hill? What if maybe this is a righteous thing?
What if
it's a righteous thing? We don't know. Hey, do you think you know everything?
What signs point to that, Michael?
I'm not. Okay, I'll answer that question. But do you think you know everything about this?
No, I don't.
I'm just smart enough to realize I don't know everything about these decisions. Doesn't mean I put faith into it.
You're one of those 5D chess. He's playing 5D chess. No. He's playing 40D chess at this point. Because, like, listen, this is whatever he's working on is so far outside of the realm of, regular 3D chess.
We're gonna start wrestling,
dude.
We're gonna start wrestling,
Michael. It's because you can't.
No. You're just making up the stuff and then pinpointing on me like it's true. That's not what I was saying.
I mean, that's what it sounded like.
Well, so your one thing is he has aura. Right in the mic. He has aura.
Yeah, dude. He's like Darth Vader.
Say more young person thing. Say one more thing that's more of a young person thing. Aura. Holy crap! All right, what else you got? You got aura.
Honestly,
you got a fidget spinner you want to play with right now? Since
I get a little fidgety.
Okay. Take your Ritalin this morning. It's such a young person thing to say.
Aura is a real thing, dude. It's like okay, it's like Darth Vader flying in on top of the TIE fighter. First of all, he's flying it with the Force, but also he's in space. There's no wind to blow his cape, but it's blowing.
I don't know Star Trek.
All right, we are going to start wrestling. Oh man,
Stargate or whatever. My bad. All right, what about expanding oil and gas leasing on federal lands?
Okay,
why couldn't you think of that?
What's it do for gas prices? Because I mean, bro, gas is $4 a gallon right now. You know what this is doing? It's getting us to where we're gonna be happy when it gets back down to $3.25. We're gonna accept that new standard because it's not $4 or $5 anymore.
So this is something we can agree on. I think when we blame gas on a president, it's really stupid. It happened in the last one. It happens now. Everyone's stupid when it comes to that. It's the gas companies that are looking at like futures or what they're expecting is going to happen. So if something, let's say, I know they were having issues with Iran again this weekend, but
we don't subsidize.
We do. That is a problem. That's
so we can agree on. We have some power.
We're on the right side of the aisle. We agree on that. But like, let's say because of what happened this weekend in Iran, immediately these oil execs get together and go, "Hey, pump it up."
Okay, so then why?
No reason to pump it up. Just pump it up.
But then why don't we, maybe stop subsidizing?
Agree. Okay, there you go. Now
so what? Wait. No, hey, let's investigate them instead of
who's going to investigate? Who's going to do that?
That's what Trump's saying. We're going to investigate. We're going to investigate these big oil conglomerates and executives. Dude, how about cut off the money?
Okay, cut off the money. Sure. Deal.
Okay.
So
wait, is this the one thing
we're gonna have a rap? No, we've been agreeing nonstop, dude. We just you will like create these hypotheticals and then put it on me before I can even respond, and then act like that's me before I can even respond. We're talking about Star Trek, dude.
It's just say what it is, Michael. Quit messing around.
It's a Disney franchise. It's a Disney franchise, right?
It is.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
I
they've
honestly-
went ahead and ruined Star Wars.
I could say I've never watched all of them.
All of them, as in
All 47. I don't know.
well, you've seen the original 6.
I seen because Dad made us. When I was
Dude,
young.
you didn't love. You didn't love. You might have.
No, I didn't live in. I did
You
not.
didn't love
Even
it.
at a young age, I didn't live in fantasy land, and I think that's kind of what my problem was when it comes to a lot of things. But I did not live in fantasy land. I was always more about the reality of what was happening. But I hear you. I see you. Okay, you're not alone. There's other people.